Alright, part 2 of the console vault install. Right there, console vault. 2019 Toyota Tundra. It turns out the bolts were way too short. I wasn't able to find grade 8 bolts. The front bolt over here where I'm shining the light, the actual hole drilled into the safe was too far forward. So I had to take a larger drill bit and open up the hole so the bolt would drop down straight up and down in there so it would line up with the threads. And then from the earlier videos, I'm sure you saw this one here in this corner, it was too short. The console safe probably has about an inch or a half inch or something like that from where the actual threaded hole is in the body of the truck. So those screws needed to be, and they were too short, they needed to be this says M6. Now, you know, I'm not into measurements, but it looks like 1 inch by 60, something like that. I don't know what that means, but I just know that it was longer. And this one's the correct thread pattern. It's metric. The only issue was I really didn't want to put a Phillips head in there, but it's all I could find for now. I'll try to go online and order some grade 8 bolts that actually have a hex head on them. You know, this would work, but I'm a perfectionist. I'd really like it to have a hex head or a little bit larger head, but I did put those giant washers in there to give it more surface area. So, you know, it would be just a little more secure, I guess you could say. But I got it in there. Well, it should have took like 2 to 5 minutes. Ended up taking 3 hours between tracking down bolts, figuring out sizes, drilling it, vacuuming the metal shavings out, all of that. I really don't understand, you know, why they couldn't line the holes up. Maybe they're having a little core shift with their setup or whatever. And then the foam insert that goes in there is cut the same size as the stock little felt carpet. So this is actually too big. I'm gonna have to trim off the back side. Let me get it in there, butt it up against the front. But it's too big, it sticks up in the back. So that's gonna have to be trimmed off. So it's not gonna lay down flat. So it's the same size as the factory mat that was in there. So I'm just gonna take these and trim them back out, and it should be good to go. But the only other thing, I kind of felt that there's only 2 bolts holding this thing in the front, but there's 4 bolts in this console. There's 2 more back here. I don't understand why they didn't drill it out and make this a 4-bolt setup just to be a little more secure. So, and that's that. Just so y'all know, order the right bolts and you should be good to go. All right.